Chosen one. Pay close attention because something unexpected is drawing near, and it has the power to transform the course of your life. Do not dismiss these words or let distraction pull you away, because what I am about to reveal has been prepared for you with purpose. A moment of arrival is approaching, one that will open a new chapter you have long been waiting for. Even if you could never fully describe it, I want you to know with certainty that something significant is on its way to you. It will arrive at exactly the right time, bringing change where things once seemed unmoving and opening doors that appeared permanently closed. This is not an accident, nor is it a delayed blessing. It is unfolding according to my perfect timing. Stay with me through this message, because what you are about to understand will help you recognize this opportunity when it comes and welcome it with confidence instead of fear. If these words speak to your heart, type Amen in the comments. I have seen every moment you spent waiting. I have heard every silent prayer and every unspoken question that no one else knew you carried. What is coming is my answer. Though it may not arrive in the way you expected, I do not always work through familiar patterns. I bring what is truly needed, not merely what was imagined. You have walked through a season where progress seemed invisible. Doors remained closed. Answers appeared delayed. And there were times when you wondered whether anything was changing at all. Yet even while you could not see it, I was already moving behind the scenes. What seemed still was quietly being prepared. The moment you have been waiting for is much nearer than you realize. It carries purpose, significance, and the fulfillment of things I have been arranging long before this day arrived. Before we continue, take a moment to gently like this video. Your support helps this message reach someone else who may be holding on by a thread and needs this same encouragement today. Sometimes a simple act of kindness becomes part of the answer another person has been praying for. Do not mistake this knock for something ordinary, because it is not a distraction or a passing moment. It is something that has been shaped through your patience, your endurance, and even your pain. You have walked through confusion and uncertainty, yet you did not completely turn away. And that has positioned you for what is about to come. I am not sending this to test you, but to lift you into a place you have been prepared for over time. The door you are about to open is connected to a shift that cannot be undone. You may wonder what exactly will stand on the other side. And I will tell you this with clarity. It could be an opportunity that feels unexpected, a person who carries a connection that changes your direction, or a moment that opens a path you thought was closed forever. What matters is not the form, but the impact it carries when it reaches you. I have arranged this in a way that fits your journey, not someone else's, and it will meet you where you are. When it comes, you will feel it in a way that is unmistakable. You have been asking for change, even when your voice was quiet and your heart was tired. That request did not disappear, and it was not ignored. It was held and prepared for the right time. The knock is the beginning of that answer, showing itself in your life. It is not here to confuse you, but to move you forward in a way that brings clarity and direction. This is why you must stay aware and open, because recognition is part of receiving. Type 11111 if you believe. I know there have been moments where you doubted if anything meaningful was coming your way. You looked at your situation and felt like everything was standing still, like nothing was responding to your efforts. But stillness is not absence, and silence is not rejection. There are seasons where things are built quietly, where preparation happens without noise or attention. You have been in that space, and now you are stepping out of it. When the knock comes, It may not look dramatic at first, and that is where many miss what is meant for them. They expect something loud and overwhelming, but I often move in ways that are simple and direct. The significance is not in how it appears, but in what it carries and what it leads to. You must not overlook it because it feels small or unfamiliar. What begins quietly can grow into something that reshapes everything around you. Do not let fear speak louder than trust when this moment arrives. Fear will try to make you hesitate, to question, to delay what has been placed before you. But trust will guide you to step forward, even when you do not see the full picture yet. You are not being asked to understand everything, only to respond with faith. The door will not open itself. You must choose to engage with what is placed before you. You have been protected in ways you did not always see, and that protection continues even now. What is coming to your door is not meant to harm you, but to help you grow and move forward. I do not bring you to a moment like this without covering you with care and intention. You are not walking into something alone, even if it feels that way at first. I am present in the process, guiding what unfolds step by step. There is also something deeper you must understand about this knock. It is not only about what is arriving, but about who you are becoming as you respond to it. Every moment like this shapes your direction and strengthens your path. You are being moved into a version of yourself that is ready to carry more, to handle more, and to live differently. This is growth, even when it feels uncertain. Some around you may not understand what is happening in your life when this shift begins. They may question it, doubt it, or fail to see its value. But this was not arranged for them. It was arranged for you. Their understanding is not required for your progress. You must stand in what you feel and know, even when others cannot see it clearly. Could a hidden part of your brain be influencing your ability to attract money? A Columbia study linked to CIA research points to a small brain mechanism activated through a simple 7-second ritual, backed by 4 neuroscience labs. This method is helping people move beyond financial struggles into more balanced lifestyles. Many are now stepping into dream homes, owning luxury cars, and finally taking luxury vacations. However, this page might not remain online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. You are not being rushed, but you are being invited to step forward with intention. The timing of this knock is not accidental. It is aligned with where you are now. If it came earlier, you might not have been ready. And if it came later, you might have missed it. This moment is precise, and it carries meaning that connects to your present situation. Pay attention, because awareness will help you recognize it when it arrives. You have come further than you realize. Even if your journey has felt slow or unclear, every step has brought you closer to this point. Even the ones that felt like setbacks. Nothing has been wasted, and nothing has been without purpose. The knock is a continuation of everything that has been building within your life. It is not separate from your past. It is connected to it in ways you will begin to understand. You have been stronger than you gave yourself credit for, even in the days where you felt like you were barely holding on. I watched you continue when it would have been easier to stop, and I saw the quiet courage that no one else noticed. That strength has prepared you for what is coming. Even if you did not realize it at the time, nothing you went through was meaningless. Even the parts that felt heavy and unfair. They shaped your capacity to receive what is now approaching. There is a shift happening in your environment. Even now, as you hear these words, things are being arranged in ways you cannot fully see. yet, but they are moving into alignment for your benefit. The timing is not delayed. It is precise, and everything is falling into place step by step. You may still feel like you are standing in the same place, but beneath the surface movement has already begun. This is how change often arrives. Quietly at first, then suddenly undeniable. Type 777 if you trust God. You must also understand that this moment requires your willingness, not your perfection. You do not need to have everything figured out or feel completely ready. What matters is your openness to step forward when the opportunity presents itself. Hesitation can cause you to miss what was meant for you, not because it was taken away, but because it was not recognized. Stay grounded, stay calm, and stay aware of what is unfolding around you. The knock may come in a way that interrupts your normal routine, and that is intentional. I am breaking patterns that have kept you in the same place for too long. What feels like disruption is often the beginning of transformation. You have grown comfortable in certain ways, even if those ways were limiting you. Now, I am leading you beyond that comfort into something greater. There is also something important about the timing of this arrival. It is not happening during your strongest moment, but during a time when you are still healing and rebuilding. This is not a mistake, because you do not need to be fully restored to begin moving forward. Growth does not wait for perfection. It begins where you are. What is coming will actually help you heal as you walk through it. You have asked for change, but now you must be ready to accept the responsibility that comes with it. Every blessing carries a new level of awareness, commitment, and movement. This is not meant to overwhelm you, but to elevate you. You are being trusted with something that will require you to grow into it, and I will not leave you without guidance as you take those steps. There will be moments where you question if you are making the right choice when this door opens. That is normal, because stepping into something new always carries uncertainty. But do not let that uncertainty stop you from moving forward. You are not walking blindly. You are walking with guidance, even if it feels quiet at times. Trust that what has been prepared for you is aligned with your path. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. The people around you may begin to notice a change in you as this shift unfolds. They may not understand it, and they may not know how to respond to it. Some will support you, while others may distance themselves. This is part of the process. Not a loss, but a realignment. Not everyone is meant to walk with you into the next season of your life. What leaves is making space for what is meant to arrive. You are not being given something temporary or shallow. What is coming carries depth, meaning, and long-term impact. It may start small, but it will grow into something that shapes your life in a lasting way. You must not underestimate it in its early form. What you nurture in the beginning determines what it becomes over time. Handle it with care, attention, and intention. There is also protection surrounding this moment. Even if you cannot see it, not everything that approaches you is meant to reach you. And I have already filtered what is not aligned. What stands at your door carries purpose, not harm. You can move forward without fear, knowing that you are covered. This does not mean there will be no challenges, but it means you will not face them alone. You have been through moments where you felt like doors were closing without explanation. Those were not rejections. They were redirections. What was not meant for you had to move out of the way to make room for what is now coming. If those doors had remained open, you would not be in position for this moment. Everything that happened before has led you here. Why are so many people talking about the billionaire brainwave? A leading neuroscientist says it was identified during a private program based on CIA research. This 7-second ritual, confirmed by 4 neuroscience labs, helps align your thinking with better financial outcomes. Many are moving away from stress into improved lifestyles with dream homes, luxury cars, and the freedom to enjoy luxury vacations. But this discovery may be taken down soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it is gone. Stay attentive in the coming days, because the knock may not come with warning. It may arrive in a moment that feels ordinary, yet carries extraordinary meaning. You must be present enough to recognize it. Distraction can cause you to overlook what is right in front of you. Slow down. Pay attention. And remain connected to what you feel inside. This is not the end of your journey. It is the beginning of a new chapter that builds on everything you have experienced. What you are stepping into will bring growth, learning, and new understanding. You will see parts of yourself emerge that you did not know were there. This is expansion, not just in your life, but in who you are becoming. When you finally open that door, you will understand why the waiting was necessary. You will see how everything connected, even the parts that made no sense at the time. Clarity will replace confusion, and purpose will replace doubt. This is what happens when the right moment arrives. It does not just change your situation, it changes your perspective. You have been carrying questions for a long time. Even when you stopped asking them out loud, questions about your purpose, your direction, and whether you were truly seen and guided. I heard every one of them. Even the ones you thought were too small or too uncertain to matter. This moment is not random. It is an answer forming itself in your reality. You are not being ignored. You are being led. Type 222 to claim miracles. When the knock comes, it will challenge the way you have been thinking about your life. You have grown used to expecting less, preparing for disappointment, and guarding yourself from hope. But what is arriving will not fit inside those old expectations. It will stretch your thinking and invite you to believe differently. You must allow yourself to see beyond what you have been used to. There is a quiet fear that may rise inside you when this happens. And that fear comes from stepping into something unfamiliar. It will try to remind you of past failures, past pain, and past moments where things did not go as planned. But this is not the same moment, and you are not the same person. You have grown, even in ways you did not notice. What once overwhelmed you will not have the same power now. You are being asked to trust not only what is coming, but also who you are becoming. The version of you that will step forward at that door is not the same one who stood in confusion before. You are more aware, more grounded, and more prepared than you realize. Growth has taken place quietly within you, and now it is about to show itself through your actions. There is something very specific about the energy of this moment. It carries peace. Even if it arrives suddenly, it carries clarity. Even if it begins with questions, you will feel a sense of knowing deep inside. Something that does not come from logic alone. That inner recognition is important because it will guide you when your mind tries to overthink. Trust what you feel when it comes. Not every opportunity looks perfect at the beginning. Some come disguised as something simple, something easy to overlook. That is why awareness matters more than appearance. What you are being given is not about surface value, but about long-term transformation. Look deeper. Listen closely. and stay connected to what you sense inside. There is also a restoration taking place within you as this unfolds. You have lost confidence in certain areas of your life, and that loss made you hesitate to move forward. But this moment begins to rebuild that confidence step by step. It reminds you that you are capable, that you are worthy, and that you are not stuck where you once were. This is healing in motion. Type yes to receive miracles. You may begin to notice changes not only around you, but within your thoughts and emotions. Things that once triggered fear may no longer have the same effect. Situations that once felt overwhelming may start to feel manageable. This is not coincidence. It is growth revealing itself. You are being strengthened for what is ahead. There is also a sense of timing that you will begin to understand more clearly. You will look back and realize that if this had come earlier, you would not have recognized it. You would have doubted it, questioned it, or even turned away from it. But now, you are in a place where you can receive it differently. This is why the timing matters. The door you are about to open is not just physical. It represents a decision. It represents your willingness to step into something new, even without having every answer. You are not being asked to control the outcome, only to respond to the moment. Trust is not about certainty. It is about movement in the presence of uncertainty. And that is what you are being guided into. Some things in your life will begin to accelerate after this moment. Situations that felt slow or stuck may start to move forward quickly. This can feel overwhelming if you are not prepared for it. But remember, you are not being pushed beyond your ability. You are being moved into alignment with what has already been prepared for you. You must also be mindful of what you hold on to as this shift happens. Old habits, old fears, and old limitations cannot follow you into this next space. You will have to release them, not all at once, but step by step. This is part of the process. Growth requires letting go of what no longer fits. There will be moments where you feel uncertain again, even after stepping forward. That is part of the journey, not a sign that you made the wrong choice. Growth is not a straight line. It moves through phases. What matters is that you continue moving even when things are not perfectly clear. Clarity often comes after the step, not before it. What if the real reason most manifestation methods do not work has finally been explained? A top neuroscientist linked to CIA research says, without the right brainwave, results stay inconsistent. This 7-second ritual, supported by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping people approach money differently and improve their direction. Many are now stepping into dream homes, buying luxury cars, and enjoying luxury vacations they once thought were out of reach. But this information might not stay available online. Click the link in the description and comments before it gets removed. I am leading you towards something far greater than a passing moment of excitement. What is ahead carries purpose, depth, and lasting significance. It is connected to the calling I have placed upon your life, and it will guide you into a future that reflects who you were created to become. It may begin with quiet, almost unnoticed steps, but in time it will grow into something that transforms your life in ways you cannot yet fully understand. Remain attentive. Keep your heart open. Continue moving forward with a willing spirit. The moment I have prepared is much closer than you realize, and it is already moving toward you. You are not simply waiting for what is coming. At this very moment, both you and the opportunity I have prepared are drawing closer to one another. This is the place where preparation and purpose meet. When that moment arrives, the questions that once troubled your heart will begin to find their answers. Pieces of your journey that once seemed disconnected will suddenly fit together. And you will understand why every step was necessary. Do not allow doubt to rob you of what I have already prepared. Do not let fear cause you to hesitate before a door I have chosen to open. You are not standing at this point in your life by chance. You are here because I have been preparing you. Even if part of you still wonders whether you are truly ready, when that long-awaited moment arrives, it will do far more than change your circumstances. It will confirm that every lesson, every delay, and every act of faith has been leading you toward this very season. There is also a quiet work of renewal taking place within you. At first, it may seem almost unnoticeable, but little by little, you will recognize the change. Things that once demanded your attention will no longer hold the same importance. Situations that once consumed your thoughts will gradually lose their influence over your heart. Do not mistake this for loss. It is the evidence of alignment. I am adjusting your focus so your energy is directed toward what truly matters for the future I have prepared. If you are ready to receive miracles, type 2,222 inches. The comments: do not resist the changes unfolding within you simply because they feel unfamiliar. Growth often leads you beyond the places where you once felt comfortable. Every new season requires leaving behind old ways of thinking, so you can embrace the greater purpose waiting ahead. Trust what I am doing, even when the process stretches you, because every change is bringing you closer to the life I have always intended for you. But what you have known is not always what you were meant to stay in. There are levels ahead of you that require a different mindset, a different focus, and a different way of moving. This moment is leading you there. There is also a deeper level of confidence being built inside you now. Not the kind that depends on approval from others, but the kind that comes from knowing who you are and where you are going. This confidence will guide your decisions as new opportunities begin to appear. It will help you stand firm, even when others do not understand your direction. This is strength that cannot be shaken easily. The knock itself is not just about receiving something. It is about stepping into something. You are not only being given an opportunity, you are being invited into a new space of responsibility and growth. What comes through that door will require your attention, your effort, and your commitment. But it will also bring fulfillment that you have not felt in a long time. You have been asking for something more, even when you could not fully explain what that meant. That desire did not come from nowhere. It was placed within you for a reason. It was a sign that there is more ahead for you, more than what you have experienced so far. This knock is connected to that desire. It is part of the answer you have been waiting for. Type 777 to affirm your belief. There is something important about the way you respond in this moment. It is not about reacting quickly or impulsively, but about responding with awareness and trust. You must take a moment to recognize what is happening before you move. Feel the weight of it. Understand the value of it. And then step forward with intention. This is how you honor what is being given to you. You may also find that your priorities begin to change as this unfolds. Things that once felt urgent may no longer feel as important, and things you once overlooked may begin to stand out more clearly. This is part of your growth. Your focus is shifting toward what truly matters. Pay attention to these changes because they are guiding you. There is also a release happening within your heart. You have held on to certain disappointments, certains regrets, certain moments that you wished had gone differently, but as this new chapter begins, those things will start to lose their hold on you. You will not forget them, but they will no longer control how you feel or how you move forward. This is freedom. You are stepping into a space where your actions will carry more impact than before. The choices you make will begin to shape not only your path, but also the opportunities that follow. This is why awareness and intention are so important now. You are no longer in a place where you can move without thinking. You are being elevated to a level where your decisions matter more. There will be moments where you feel overwhelmed by the changes happening around you. That is natural because you are stepping into something new. But do not let that feeling stop you from continuing. Take each step as it comes without trying to control everything at once. You are not expected to have all the answers immediately. You must also guard your mindset as this unfolds. Negative thoughts will try to return, reminding you of past failures and doubts, but you must not give them space to grow. Replace them with truth, with trust, and with the understanding that you are not the same person you once were. You have grown, and that growth matters. There is a sense of direction that will begin to form more clearly in your life. You will start to see where you are meant to go, what you are meant to focus on, and what you are meant to leave behind. This clarity will not come all at once, but it will build over time. Stay patient and allow it to develop naturally. What is arriving at your door is not random. It is connected to everything you have experienced so far. Every challenge, every delay, every moment of doubt has led you to this point. Nothing has been wasted. Even the hardest moments have played a role in preparing you for what is now coming. Have you heard about the private group of neuroscientists working on brainwaves connected to money? A top researcher revealed this work was based on CIA studies not meant for public release yet. The result is a simple 7-second ritual, validated by 4 neuroscience labs now practiced at home. Many who once struggled financially are now living in dream homes, owning luxury cars, and taking luxury vacations. But this page could disappear without warning. Click the link in the description and comments before it vanishes. You are not being left to figure this out alone. There is guidance available to you even if it feels quiet. Pay attention to your thoughts, your instincts, and the way certain things begin to align in your life. These are not coincidences. They are part of the direction you are being given. As you move forward, you will begin to understand more clearly why things happened the way they did in your past. What once felt confusing will begin to make sense. You will see how everything connected, even when it did not feel that way at the time. This understanding will bring peace. Stay grounded in this moment, even as things begin to change. Do not lose yourself in the process of growth. Remember who you are. Remember what you have learned, and carry that with you as you move forward. This will help you stay balanced as new opportunities arise. As this moment continues to unfold, you will begin to notice something shifting in the way you respond to life itself. Situations that once made you anxious will not carry the same weight anymore. You will feel a quiet strength rising within you, a calm that does not depend on everything being perfect around you. This is not something you forced. It is something that has been growing inside you through every experience you have faced. And now, as the knock draws closer, that inner strength is becoming visible. You have spent a long time adapting to survival, learning how to move carefully, how to protect your energy, and how to guard your heart. But what is coming is not asking you to stay in survival mode. It is inviting you into a space where you can begin to live with openness again. This may feel unfamiliar at first because you have learned to expect challenges, but you are being guided into something that carries possibility, not just endurance. Type 1010 to receive blessings. There is a release happening in your thinking that you may not fully recognize yet. You are letting go of the belief that things will always stay the same. You are beginning to accept that change is not only possible, but already in motion. This shift in your mindset is important because it prepares you to receive what is coming without resistance. What you believe shapes what you allow into your life. The knock you are about to hear is connected to movement that has been building behind the scenes. People, opportunities, and moments have been aligning in ways you could not see. What feels sudden to you has actually been prepared over time. This is why it will carry a sense of rightness when it arrives. Even if it surprises you, it will not feel out of place. You must also understand that what is coming will require you to stay grounded. Excitement can sometimes cause you to rush, to move too quickly without thinking. But this moment is not about rushing, it is about steady movement. Take your time to understand what is being placed in front of you. Move forward with clarity, not urgency. There is something very personal about this shift. It is not designed to impress others or to prove anything to anyone. It is meant to fulfill something within you that has been waiting to be activated. You do not need validation from those around you to know its value. What matters is the connection you feel to it and the direction it brings into your life. Type 1212 if you walk by faith. As you step into this new space, you will begin to notice that your energy changes. You will feel more focused, more intentional, and more aware of where you are going. Distractions that once pulled your attention will lose their hold on you. This is not because those things disappeared, but because you have grown beyond them. Your priorities are shifting, and that is a sign of progress. There will also be moments where you are reminded of your past, not to pull you back, but to show you how far you have come. You will see the difference between who you were and who you are becoming. This comparison will not bring regret. It will bring clarity. It will help you appreciate the growth that has taken place within you. You must be careful not to doubt yourself when things begin to change. Doubt can quietly enter your thoughts and make you question what is real. But you must not let it take control. You have come too far to allow old patterns to interfere with what is being built now. Stay focused on what you know, not on what fear tries to tell you. There is also a sense of purpose that will become clearer as you move forward. You may not have understood your direction before, but now pieces will begin to come together. You will start to see how your experiences connect to what you are stepping into. This is not coincidence. It is alignment. I am leading you toward a place that truly reflects the person you are becoming. The next season of your life will bring people who belong in your journey, and their presence will unfold naturally. You will no longer feel the need to force friendships, pursue approval, or hold tightly to relationships that were never meant to continue. As you keep following my direction, the right people will find their place beside you. These new connections will be different from those you have known before. They will encourage your growth instead of limiting it. They will be built on sincerity, mutual support, and a shared sense of purpose. Rather than draining your spirit, they will strengthen your faith and help you move confidently toward the future. I have prepared. As you embrace this new season, you will also discover a deeper peace settling within your heart. Even while some questions remain unanswered and certain details are still unfolding, an inner stability will begin to replace the uncertainty you once carried. That peace does not come because every problem has disappeared. It comes because you are learning to trust my guidance one step at a time. True trust produces peace even before every answer is revealed. The more you rely on me, the less you will be shaken by what you cannot yet see. You will also notice that opportunities and pursuits that once seemed so important no longer capture your attention in the same way. This is not because those things suddenly changed. It is because your heart has changed. Your focus is being redirected toward what truly belongs in your future. You are no longer spending your energy chasing what does not align with my purpose for your life. That is a sign of maturity. It is evidence that you are growing into the person I have called you to become. And that growth is leading you toward a future filled with greater meaning and lasting fulfillment. Many people are exploring a simple 7-second practice based on research into brainwave activity that some sources associate with former CIA studies. According to supporters, and with findings referenced from 4 neuroscience laboratories, the method encourages healthier financial thinking and a greater awareness of opportunities. Some participants say it has helped them move beyond financial stress, improve their lifestyles, purchase beautiful homes, drive luxury vehicles, and enjoy dream vacations. If you would like to learn more, visit the link in the description and pinned comment before the information is no longer available.